These are the new Space 2 over-ear headphones from Soundcore. They're a replacement to the hugely popular Space One headphones, which I've personally recommended to a lot of friends and family since I realised just how good they were. And so they've got a lot to live up to. If you're new around here, hi, I'm Carl. I'm not some trendy tech YouTuber. I'm a very busy dad of young kids with a full-time job. I love tech, but I'm not that interested in the numbers or the tech specs. I'm interested in how it would actually slot into your life and the features you're going to actually use day to day. So on all of Soundcore's marketing for these, they lead with noise cancelling and all-day comfort. So let's start with the physical design. And they're extremely soft and cushioned. The ear cushions feel like exactly that. Cushions. They feel like having two pillows strapped to the edges of your head. It's very comfortable and they sit really well on my head. I've been taking these to work and listening to them on my desk, and I can comfortably wear these all day without my ears getting hot or my head getting pinched. I'd happily wear these on a long haul flight or anything like that. They're so comfortable and the battery is easily good enough for that. They say 50 hours with noise cancellation on, and you get 4 hours from just a 5-minute charge. Assuming you've got a fast charger with you, of course. The headband has a good amount of adjustability, and the design does fold in on itself, but not hugely neatly, in my opinion. It just all sort of gets a bit floppy and untidy and wobbly. But it does help get them into your bag. One really nice feature that they've added is that in the left ear cup, there's a sensor which enables wear detection. So you have to enable this in the app, but once you do, they're going to automatically pause when you take them off your head and start again when you put them back on. So it's perfect if someone comes up to talk to you, for example. And other than that, it has fairly basic physical controls, which I really like. One side controls your music, one button doing play and pause, and then a volume rocker. And then the other side controls the actual headphones. There's a button for noise cancellation mode, so to swap between noise cancelling and transparency, and then the power or pairing mode. All nice and simple, and I much prefer physical controls like this to just touching and tapping wildly at the side of your head. Give me simple buttons any day of the week. Oh, and colours. So this is their seafoam green option, which is really nice actually. It's quite subtle. In some lights it looks pale blue, in some it looks pale green. It's turquoise really, I guess. It looks really good. Pastel turquoise, maybe you describe it as. There's also the classic white or black options as well if you want to keep things simple and neutral. The other headline feature is improved noise cancelling, which is tuned to block out jet engines now. Now, I haven't taken these on a flight, so I can't comment specifically on jet engines, but in everyday use, the noise cancelling is very good. It completely blocks out office sounds around me while I work, and I hoovered the house while wearing them, and although I could still hear the vacuum cleaner, it was easily quiet enough to mean that I could still completely hear and enjoy my music, importantly. If someone talks to me, I can't hear them or notice that they're speaking unless I see them. This is good noise cancellation. Maybe not industry leading, but easily good enough for most people. Transparency mode though is okay. It works. It's definitely better than a lot of the cheaper headphones I've used, but it's still a long way off what Apple is doing, for example. They're closer to catching up with noise reduction than they are with the transparency mode. But how do they actually sound? Well, no surprise after how good the Space One and Space One Pro sounded. They sound really good. Great separation and a clean, balanced sound. The bass is strong, but it doesn't overpower the vocals, and the vocals really stand out in the mix. I'm going to do some blind listening comparisons with these against other headphones with Ben from Lover of Tech, so those should be very interesting. Keep an eye on the channel and make sure you're subscribed, of course, to see those when they come out. One thing I did notice though, which I wasn't a fan of, was that the sound quality does seem to change and get worse when you enable normal mode instead of noise cancellation mode. Things just get a bit muddier and muffled, which is odd. And I think that's probably my main criticism of these. I love the way they sound when noise reduction is on, but I don't always want noise reduction. And when it's not on, the vocals tend to lose a bit of clarity and presence, which is sad. Overall though, I am very impressed by these. They sound amazing, they're incredibly comfortable, and the noise reduction is great. I could probably find better headphones out there for each one of those specific areas. But these are great at all three, and I think that's what most people are going to care about. And you have to bring the price into things for perspective. You know, these are a mid-range pair of headphones with a mid-range price tag. The average person doesn't necessarily want to spend £200 or £300 or even above that in some cases on just a pair of headphones. These are £130, which for most people is a much more realistic price to pay. And I think if you aren't chasing the absolute best where money is no object at all, you just want a good all-rounder pair of headphones, these are going to be a really great choice for most people and are going to easily become my new go-to recommendation when people actually ask me in person which headphones they should buy. Okay, I'm going to go listen to some music. Thanks very much for watching.